Hey you guys, it's your girl Beauty by CD. How you guys doing? If you want to see how I got this smoky eye glam look, I want you guys to stay tuned to my video where I break it down in detail, products that I've used, and all of this good stuff. So you guys stay tuned, all right? Come back. All right, you guys, so starting with a clean face, I'm going to add my primer for my skin. That helps my foundation stays on pretty nicely. But first, let me turn the lights on so you guys can see what I'm really doing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use Laying Low. It's a paint pot by MAC, and I'm using that all over my lid area just to kind of get my shadows ready to apply. That also helps you keep your shadows lasting longer and it makes the pigments true. And now I'm going to use blushes for my colors instead of using traditional shadows, which you could do. You could use your blushes. I'm using a color called Blunt, which is that light brown color, followed by that dark reddy brown color, which is called Film Noir, and I'm adding that into my lower crease. So the first color was Blunt all over the lid, and then I put in Film Noir into my crease area. That's the color that I'm blending in right now, and I'm making sure I get it really nice. And who knew, it matched my hair actually. So the next thing I'm going to do is take to get the smoky eye go, I'm going to take Black Track, and that is a gel liner, and I'm taking that and I'm putting it all over just my immediate lid area, you guys, and this is going to help the black shadow that I'm going to put on afterwards stay true, last longer, you know, all of that good stuff. Another makeup artist trick. And I'm going to go ahead next and take that Smashbox color. It's another black color just to put on top. Like I tell you, this kind of helps seals the deal. So you put on that wet gel color first, and then you kind of seal the deal by adding a matte shadow color over it, and then you can diffuse it by blending it out. It's gonna be a lot of blending out, you guys, just so you can get that smoky look the way you want it. It's going to be nice and rich and pretty. I know right now it looks a little crazy. You're not sure what I'm doing, but trust me, it's going to come out really, really pretty. So next I'm taking this very small angle brush, actually just a pointed brush, and I got it from MAC, and I use that to do my lower line of gel liner. Next I'm going to take the stiletto liquid liner just to kind of accentuate my eye area and make it like a brief but strong wing line. Next I'm adding these lashes that I am going to add to my line pretty soon. They're just regular mink lashes. I haven't named them yet, but I'll have those details within the year. I reuse them, which a lot of people don't realize. You can reuse your mink lashes. You spend good money on it, so you should reuse them. So next I'm using this concealer by MAC, and it's NC45. It's actually my I would use NC45 if I was using a foundation, and I'm adding that on top just to kind of clean that area and get ready to do my eyebrows. Next, you guys, I'm using this nice little cute palette. It's by Smashbox. I think it's a limited edition. It's called Santi Gold, and it's Earth as We Know It. I love the titles that these makeup companies add to the palettes. That's cute. So next, I did my eyebrows real quickly. I used Dipdown from MAC. It's another paint pot gel liner, but people use it for the eyebrows. I use it for my eyebrows as well because I love it. It makes it really, really pretty and stands out. And I can do an eyebrow tutorial for you guys if you let me know. So here I was adding my foundation, and I'm using MAC's Match Masters, which I really love. My color is 7.5. I can also wear an 8. So, but 7.5 seems to be good, but the 8 makes me a little bit more brown. It's all good. I realized that I wasn't showing you how I pushed in my foundation, so I'm not a photographer, videographer, just an artist. I'm trying to get it down so you guys can see it. So I used that all over my face. That was my foundation. Next I'm going into my Cover FX palette, and I'm doing some highlighting and contouring, doing my little Wi-Fi sign. I like to use the triangle formations that you see here because it covers a lot of space, and I use my hand and my brush to go in between blending just to get everything smooth and remove any harsh lines. And then I'm going to do my contouring using the same palette that Cover FX, get my forehead popping, chisel my jaw area. I moved up the line a little bit away from my jaw area just to kind of make my face slenderize. There's another makeup artist trick. You can take it all the way down to the jaw or not. The thing with blending out the dark colors, you have to stay where it's at. So meaning blend it where it's at. Don't pull it. Don't like go around the circular motions. Make sure it stays where it's at, because that's the area of contouring, and you want to make sure you keep it in that area and not make it look muddy all over the face, because it could go really, really bad. I added a little bit to my nose, and now I'm just blending everything out. You can blend everything one by one, so meaning you blend out your light colors, your highlight colors, and then you blend out your dark colors. And again, use your hands. Make sure your hands are clean. Keep tissue next to you or a paper towel, and you just kind of brush out any harsh lines. Sorry about that. So next I'm going to use, this is actually an Alcone palette that I got a long time ago. It doesn't have any names, it just has colors, so I just use the light color to seal my highlight, and then I use the darker chocolate color to seal my contour color. And I'm going back into my foundation. There's a lot of, contouring can be very complicated if you don't know the whole theory behind it. So I use NYX Stay Matte as a powder foundation, and I use that as my overall color, but in between I use the Anastasia palette just to kind of like blend in my contour. The color from the NYX was called Chestnut. That was my overall color, and I'm just going back. I kind of gave myself a, I highlighted my beauty mark. I just used some liquid liner to give it a quick tap, and I moved along to my blush, and I used a color called, what did I use? This was called Breezy, and then I went into my Anastasia palette and I used the only shimmer color that's in there, and this is in the medium to tan palette. For my lips, I was trying to figure out what I want to use, because as a smoky eye, I don't want it to be too dark. I want it to be something light and pretty and medium color. So I found this color is called Think Pink, and it's by Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild has some really, really nice colors. Lipstick doesn't have to be complicated. As long as it looks pretty and it lasts long, that's my main concern. And it doesn't smell or taste funny, I'll try it. So the Wet n Wild was Think Pink, and it ended up really pretty. And I went back in with, I think this pencil is called Pink Pigeon. It's by MAC, and I just used it to kind of like fill in the corners of my lips. And then as a lip gloss, I used Face Atelier. It's a lip glaze, and it's called Peach. So you guys, you had me sitting here doing my makeup, and my edges looking crazy, so I just went in and I sleeked out my edges to kind of blend into this beautiful hair. I have a tutorial on how to make this wig. It is an invisible part, and I'm just showing you my glow and a closer look of how everything turns out. I'm using a diva ring so that you see the colors stay true, and I hope you enjoyed this Valentine's Day smoky eye look. It can just be a plain smoky eye. It doesn't have to be a Valentine's Day smoky eye. I just try to get it out before Valentine's Day, and it's a day after, but I hope you enjoyed the tutorial just the same. And here's a closer look. And I hate when people say that they don't like their face beat and stuff like that. So if
Who
you're my
face you
makeup
gonna beat?
girl, don't worry about it.
Who face you gonna beat?
Thank you guys for watching.